In the morning, and Elliot was free from the engagement until the weather became not only musty but also vibrant with the singing of the birds. Her attentiveness to the weather was not solely due to its unpredictability but the sudden sparkle it added into her life, particularly today. She contemplated a walk that might lead to unexpected encounters. She set out on her walk toward Kellynch Lodge, more to temper her restless thoughts with exercise than to actually seek the company she knew would likely be there. The world around her glistened with fresh dew. Anne welcomed the solitude, yet inside, there was a tiny ember burning with anticipation. As Anne crossed the path, she found herself absorbed in wondering who she might meet. Would fate intervene? She often mused about what could happen during these walks. Kellynch provided a tapestry of connections and past encounters that roamed about in her memory ever hauntingly. However, this instance, it was but scenery that kept her company as she ventured past bare branches that were foretelling yet another transition towards spring. Before long, she found herself at the vista of Winthrop, a nearby friendly domain. Little did she anticipate finding Mary at Winthrop, supervising the children with her usual attentiveness. The surprise encounter left both sisters laughing softly at the coincidence. Mary was quick to express her annoyance at one of the children misbehaving. "Mary. It's delightful to see you outdoors," Anne greeted with warmth. "I've been trapped with the children," Mary sighed. "Their boundless energy keeps me occupied more than I would like." Anne joined Mary, strolling leisurely beside her. Their conversation roved over various topics. Mary dominated the discussion with tales of her trials as a mother, while Anne listened compassionately, occasionally imparting nuggets of advice that echoed her personality. As they walked and talked, Anne's thoughts drifted briefly, considering the possibility she might also meet Charles Hayter, the eligible bachelor Mary often championed within the family. However, he was off on business, much to Mary's chagrin and Anne's mild relief. The two sisters eventually took a pause beneath the towering oaks that claimed the trail's end. From Mary's tirades, Anne's mind wandered to thoughts of Frederick Wentworth, the naval captain whose presence at events still sent ripples through the air. Even so, she dared not mention her matrimony prospects, fearing to displease Mary. With the day still unfolding, they parted ways before noon. Anne promised to visit again soon, her promise a mere acknowledgement of the societal routines she had exchanged for family obligations. Upon leaving, Anne's sensations mirrored the landscape around Winthrop, ever familiar yet full of potential. Her heart was an unfathomable expanse much like their sprawling estate. She silently mused on the connections life offered if one dared to wander paths that seemed both known and unknown. Finding herself alone again, Anne meandered back towards Kellynch. Her solitary walk was a blend of serene introspection and fleeting recollections, encapsulated amid nature's living canvas. As the morning bloomed into noon, each moment a quiet promise of new beginning or past reminiscence. Finally, as the gates of Kellynch Lodge came into sight, Anne felt encapsulated by the familiar comfort they bestowed, an emblem of transition, reflection, and expectation wrapped neatly in the daily fabric of her cherished life. Such simple walks, full of potential glances and silent wishes, were always greeted by the ever-whispering allure of persuasion.